Cold emailing and outdated marketing funnels is no way to get high-ticket web design clients. It's kind of a losing game because the market is too crowded. Today's video, Sam Sarson from Local SEO Academy is going to break down 2 proven frameworks for getting clients, one for introverts and one for extroverts. If you want an excellent framework for building your network and getting those high-ticket clients, this is your video. Let's jump in.
So what's the best lead gen strategy in 2026? Now, this is going to be very subjective, but this is just my opinion right here, my humble opinion as a guy on the internet talking in a rectangle right now. But I really think that these are the best moves. And I got one for my extroverts and one for my introverts. But I can't think about my late business coach, Gary. He used to always tell me, Sam, it's about exposure and presence. Another mentor of mine, Eric Dingler, says, you're not going to make any sales sitting behind your desk, right? You got to get out there and you got to make these connections, right? Well, he says, I think he says hiding under your desk is what he actually says, which it feels like we do sometimes when we're in there working, just, busting out websites, looking at CSS. It's really hard to close a deal when you're, wrapped up in the code. So what's the best lead gen strategy in 2026? In my opinion, if you're an extrovert, you should be checking out a single category networking referral group. If you're in the States, the biggest version of this is called BNI. Now, I'm not in BNI. I don't get any money from them. I'm actually in a BNI knockoff group, but I just think this is one of the best ways to build your network as quickly as possible. So this is an AI generated image. It actually did a bad job. There's actually 2 plumbers in this group, which would be against the rules. But the way it normally works is you have one business owner for each category. You can see there's one attorney, one CPA, one web developer. I guess that's us, a graphic designer, a mortgage broker, but that for some reason has IT next to it. I'm not really sure why it did that. But the point is that there's one seat for one business. And it's not so much about that. The way these groups usually work is you meet once a week. Usually it's a 60 to 90-minute meeting. Every, rotation, you get to have like a 10-minute presentation. And every week you have a 1-minute commercial. And that's your chance to tell your team, this is like your team, what you need. This is a chance to ask for referrals, and it's a chance to ask for power partners. As web designers, it's always great for us to find people around us that have the same clients, but offer a different service. This could be photographers, videographers, social media people, paid ads people, even other web designers, right? My web design coach, Josh Hall, calls this co-opetition, right? I want to know like the big agencies that aren't going to take the guys in the middle. And I want to know the freelancers that are just getting started. Okay. I know all those people in my area and I refer up and I refer down. And, BNI's little saying is givers gain. I think it's what it is. I don't, like I said, I'm not in BNI, so I don't know what it is. But the point of this is it's going to help you build a very strong, stable network in your area. And then they're going to tell you where the networking events are and the ones that are worth going to and not going to. And so like, if I was starting from scratch, whether it's, I'm just starting my business right now, or I've been doing websites only for so long, or I've been undercharging for years, this is how I would go out and get exposure to other businesses in my area. It's the best place to start. I know everybody just wants like an open claw workflow and NNN that's just going to send a bunch of cold leads to me and then I'll be able to sell to them, right? Well, here's the thing. Relationships really matter, especially post-COVID. If you can actually get in front of these business owners, even in rectangle land, it's so much easier to sell. Once you actually get to that point. Now, I know that sounds harder, but remember, it's not the easier way, it's a sustainable way. Now, what if you're an introvert? Don't worry, I got something for you as well. I don't even have a Facebook profile, but special interest Facebook groups can be massively helpful for my introverts out there. If you refuse to go out into real life and talk to humans, there's still a way to make connections, and it's these special interest Facebook groups. I found one as an example. In Bend here, we have a group called Bend Boss Babes. I'm not allowed to join it. They've told me multiple times, and I listen to them. But basically, it's a group of female entrepreneurs. They get together, and they basically refer to each other in this group. It's kind of like a BNI group, but it's a lot bigger. You can see there's 52 members here. There's other business groups in areas of this. They just have a funny name, so I thought it'd be cool to include on the slides. But anyway, the point is if you can get in these special interest Facebook groups, and you become the person that gets referred for all the website projects, all the marketing projects, all the SEO projects, whatever it is that your service ends up being, it could be such a competitive advantage that the other business owners aren't going to get. And, the real key to this strategy is don't go in there and start selling, right? Just go in there, show up, and be helpful. And show up to a couple of these groups, right? There, you got to figure out which one's the most potent. And so show up, and when there's a website question, you answer the website questions. When there's a Google Business Profile question, you answer the Google Business Profile questions, right? Again, no selling, just showing up and being chill and being helpful. The key that a lot of people get wrong is, they've watched all of Alex Hormozi's videos and they say, okay, I'm going to try these 8 things this year to try to get more leads. Because obviously if I do more things, then I'll get more leads. No, please, 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 just pick one. Pick one lead generating activity and stick to it for at least 6 months, preferably 12. If you can do that, if you could show up to one of these single category networking referral groups for a year, which is how much the membership it usually is anyway, like I can almost guarantee you're going to get clients. And if not, you will at least have strong relationships in your area. I know you have dreams of growing this massive agency right now, but if you can just get a handful of clients in your area and you're charging higher ticket, that can make a huge difference in your business, right? At $1,500 a month, we're talking, with 4 clients, you could be at 6,000 per month in MRR, monthly recurring revenue. So we're talking 72,000 a year. Okay. Like imagine if in 4 clients, you can increase the amount you make each year by 72,000. I know that's not quite how it works. I don't like to spread lies, but I'm just like trying to give you that little like YouTube talking head dopamine hit to kind of get you excited about this.
If you enjoyed this video, you've got to check out the Claude Adobe integration video I just did because it's so freaking cool. Once you have Adobe set up in Claude, you can vectorize logos, edit photos and videos. I mean, you're really only limited by your imagination, so be sure to check it out. My name is Zach Fried. I'll catch you in the next one.